Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. It's been 3.5 years through all the delays, the negative press, and the so-called boycotts. But it's finally here, and what a Wizarding World film it really is. What a movie, what an experience. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for my Secrets of Dumbledore review, but this video will feature no spoilers. I'm going to save all the spoilers for another video coming in the next few days, where we will deep dive into the movie with full spoilers, and we gotta talk about that ending. But for now, we're going to avoid all spoilers, and please try not to spoil anything in the comments, as the film is still about a week away from being released in America and other markets. Before we start, I do apologise, I am a bit under the weather, so if I sound a bit off, I am sorry. But yeah, let's go. So is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore a good movie? Obviously, I am a bit biased. As being a huge Harry Potter fan, I would say this is a great film. As of making the video, it's currently sitting at 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it is a fresh movie. 62% of the reviews have been positive. But I think some of the reviews are taking into account their own personal opinions of J.K. Rowling, Johnny Depp, and other things. Honestly, some people probably gave a negative review before even seeing the movie. But really, I don't care. This movie was made for the fans, and it delivered for us. When I was at the premiere, the cast and the crew kept mentioning they done this movie for the fans, and it truly shows. It is definitely the best of the 3 Fantastic Beasts films so far, but I'm not going to try and compare it to Harry Potter, as apart from being in the same universe, and it kind of being an Albus Dumbledore prequel, both series are just so different in tone. Even the last few Harry Potter films, which are much darker as the kids grow up, it's just so difficult to compare. Yes, all the magical themes are there, the themes of love and friendship are still present, but The Secrets of Dumbledore feels more like an adult story because that is what it is. All the main cast are adults, and it is the most political movie in the Wizarding World so far. But don't worry, there are still plenty of light-hearted moments and fun jokes. I laughed several times in this movie. I would say the last 15-20 minutes are truly magical, and it was hard not to tear up at certain points. I would say it's one of the best ensemble casts I've seen. And Albus Dumbledore, in my eyes, has now cemented himself as the best character J.K. Rowling has ever written. A lot of his secret material was revealed in the Deathly Hallows book, but this film we are seeing it through his eyes, through Dumbledore's perspective, not through Rita Skeeter's biased writings. And this makes a huge difference, because we are seeing Dumbledore's side of the story. Jude Law brought him to life beautifully, and I think he deserves all the praise he is getting. He truly is Albus Dumbledore. And then there's Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, who I've always been a fan of, but I felt after the last movie he kind of was out of place, because the story kind of felt like it was shifting more towards Dumbledore versus Grindelwald. But I would say this is probably Newt's best movie, even more than the first one. He truly is such a likeable guy, with a pure heart, and his scenes with a certain beast truly brought tears to my eyes. I think they've finally found the perfect balance between the Wizarding War of Dumbledore and Grindelwald and the Fantastic Beasts. I loved Pickett and Teddy, I wanted more from the majestic Phoenix, and the Qilin truly lives up to its reputation. I kind of felt in the last movie there were perhaps too many beasts, and they were just filler, but all the beasts in this movie served a purpose. They were part of the story, and they truly were fantastic. And of course we have to talk about Mickelson as Gellert Grindelwald, the most controversial recasting in recent memory. And as someone who was in person at the premiere when Maz talked so passionately about joining the series and now seeing his performance as Grindelwald, I can say he is perfect for the role. From the very first scene, I knew it'd be a special performance, and they probably should have cast him from the very beginning. And then there's Dumbledore's First Army. Jacob Kowalski has always been my favourite of the original 4 Fantastic Beasts characters, and the movie doesn't change that. Honestly, it probably enhances it. A Muggle, a nomad in the Wizarding World. Something we all desire. Visiting Hogwarts, getting his own wand, meeting all these magical creatures, finding his best friend, falling in love with a witch. And there's one Jacob scene towards the end that is probably my new favourite scene involving him. As for Theseus, I was worried that once they've killed off Leah, there wasn't much for him to do, but I'm happily proven wrong, and his chemistry with his brother to the other members of the First Army, one in particular, was brilliant. Obviously, they've done a perfect job with casting Callum Turner and Eddie Redmayne look and feel like brothers, and their scenes together in this movie were some of my favourites. Then there's Bunty, Newt's indispensable assistant, who lives up to that title. And I kind of was worried as well about her, especially after the last movie. I was worried they would try and make her nothing more than a woman who is madly in love with Newt. But again, I was happily proven wrong. Then there's Yusuf Kama, who I kind of was unsure about as well. After the last movie, I didn't know what was left for him. Lita and Corvus are both dead, and the trailers had us doubting his allegiance. But apart from that, what was there for Yusuf to do? I can't say much without going into spoilers, but I met the actor in real life, and he truly is a nice guy. He made the effort to go and see as many people as possible at the premiere, and I can say that about the entire cast. They just seem like very nice people, and they're all having a blast being part of the Wizarding World. And Jessica Williams as Lally Hicks was probably my favourite of the new characters. I loved her accent. I know Jessica Williams was in the last film in a cameo. She was the witch that spoke to Nicholas Flamel in the Phoenix book. But this is her first proper full appearance. And after this movie, we definitely need more of her. I want to go to Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and spend a charms lesson with Professor Eulalie Hicks. And I feel the same for Aberforth Dumbledore. Richard Coyle picked up on so much of Ciarán Hinds' portrayal, from his mannerisms about being a grumpy old barkeep, and how he talks. And I did laugh at one of the scenes early on between Aberforth and another Harry Potter character. As for Gellert Grindelwald's gang, I can't say much about Credence other than answers are given. Some people will be satisfied, some people will feel cheated. And as for Queenie, I know not everyone liked the direction her storyline was heading, but I will say this, there was a bit towards the end, which I won't spoil, that I kind of feel they cheated us on. This movie definitely feels like it's wrapping up the trilogy, tying up all the loose ends, just in case this is where it ends. And if they continue with a fourth and fifth film, there's a lot of new storylines they can start. But yeah, I would say all the cast are solid. Like I said, one of my favourite ensemble casts. Up there with the cast of Game of Thrones. I don't think everyone got the screen time they deserved, but there's only so much you can do with a runtime of 2 hours 23 minutes. Oh yeah guys, that reminds me, make sure you stick around for the credits. It's not like a Marvel movie where you're waiting around for the end credits. Just sit back, enjoy the credits, enjoy the beautiful song. And that brings me to the point of the music. Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts have always had an amazing soundtrack, an amazing score, and I think The Secrets of Dumbledore is my favourite soundtrack for Fantastic Beasts so far. It's got a great combination of all the nostalgia themes, like Hedwig, Hogwarts, all their memorable moments, and all the new stuff as well. And as for the set designs, the Wizarding World has always had amazing sets, and it proves once again the combination of CGI and practical effects are king. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Fantastic Beasts sets and costumes and all that at the Harry Potter Studios sometime in the future. But yeah, as for negatives of the film, really can't think of any on my first watch, but I suppose I'll pick up on some scenes and some moments when I see the film again. I would have liked to see more of the minor characters, but perhaps more of them can shine in the next movie, or spin-offs. Think a Harry Potter Wizarding World TV show on HBO Max needs to happen. Supposedly it's in early development, but there's nothing official, but it's definitely something I need to see. There's only so much you can do in a movie, even with a series of 5, especially with one dominated by the titan that is Albus Dumbledore. I know a lot of people wanted to see more of Tina Goldstein. I will say she is in the movie, as confirmed by the trailers, but I'm hoping for film 4 she will be back full time. And I think the fan reaction might have guaranteed that. So yeah, what about the future of the Fantastic Beasts series? The reviews are good. It has a fresh score of 62% right now on Rotten Tomatoes. But like I said, some people cannot get J.K. Rowling or Johnny Depp out of their head. But of course, box office money is where it's at. Box office is king and will decide the future of this series. But I wouldn't be surprised if this film picks up a few Oscar noms for costumes, visual effects and music. Personally, I just want the series to continue, and I think The Secrets of Dumbledore has justified that. The ending was truly magical, and it leaves us wanting more, but in a good way this time. Us, the fans, need film 4 and 5. I said this years ago, but The Secrets of Dumbledore is the most important film in the series so far, as it would decide the future of the Fantastic Beasts series, and I can safely say it delivers. It ties up a lot of loose ends, but leaves us wanting more. And if you're a fan of Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, or Fantastic Beasts, I'm confident you will enjoy it. But yeah guys, make sure you post your thoughts. Have you seen the movie? What did you think? Like I said, I will do a full spoiler video where we can talk about the ending. And I've already got videos lined up for Fantastic Beasts 4, including locations, titles, where the story's going, and so much more. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you soon.